And you will realize that most of the problem is coming from you and me, who is not supporting these men to be productive and to do much better than what they are doing today. You see, we are living in a world where people are always so much into what others are not doing right. People know how to see a mistake in your writings, but when you give them a paper and a pen to write the same essay, they will make more mistakes than what you made in your paper. You see, these days and even the days before, people never used to take accountability and responsibility to whatever they have done. People used not to take account of their mistakes. People are used to questioning others' mistakes, pointing other people's mistakes, seeing what you're not doing right, seeing what you ought to have done, and they forget that there are some things that they need to do to perhaps help you do better than what you did. And this is where the world has pushed the man to. You see, men are believed to have been self-empowered. You know, when you give a birth to a man in a family, some families and some culture, when you give birth to a man, they feel like, you've given birth to a very important person or figure in that family because they will take the inheritance. And that's why you see there are some cultures where hereditary leadership is still existence. You have to give birth to a man. If your wife cannot give birth to a man, you have to marry another woman to find a man. All right? So this has made a lot of people to forget that a boy child need to be supported from the word go. The support has been taken away from the boy child, and the girl child has been supported every single day. You see, there are some women groups, there are groups that are fighting for equality, trying to support women, trying to, empower women. Who is empowering men? Men are believed to have the power to empower themselves. Now, this is the problem and where the problem starts. Every time you ask a man, an adult, I'm not talking about a boy, but every time you ask a man who is an adult, "Hi bro, how are you?" they will always tell you, "I am fine." That is always the answer. Every time you will face your husband, every time you will face your boyfriend, and you ask them, "How are you, darling? How are you, baby? How are you, so-and-so, Eric, Peter, John, Samson, Godwin, Godric," they will always tell you, "I am fine." And this is where the problem starts. You see, when every time your boyfriend or your husband is ever telling you he is fine, I guess "I am fine" is like how many words? There are 3 words. I am fine. So 3 words. It's a sentence of 3 words. I am fine. The moment you get these answers from your boyfriend or from your husband, you must realize that you have a relationship that is questionable. Problem starts in most of the relationship when the man cannot find the comfort of telling you the problems that they have. And you see, what happens is, most of the women today, when a man opens up and tell them the real feelings that they have, the problem they are undergoing through, women tend to use those problems against them. You see, women today, when you open up and you tell them the problem that you have, I'm having a little problem. I took a loan and I can't repay this loan because I have got this and that I'm still squaring out. So because of this, I can't do that. There is a time is going to come when this man is going to ask for the conjugal rights in bed, and women are going to use that against them. I asked you for this, you did not buy for me, so I'm not going to sleep with you. Today in this house, we've got to sleep side by side because the man did not fulfill your wishes. But the man opened up and told you his feelings and his capacity and the problems and the weaknesses that he have, because he's got a loan, he's got some bills he's paying, perhaps for friends, perhaps for family members, perhaps for the mother, for a brother, for his sister, or someone else. But because you are the wife or you are the girlfriend, you tend to feel like, you know what, you have to fulfill mine first before you fulfill the other. And that's why men will eat it. They will eat the problem that they have and then go ahead, support their family members, and then go take another loan to come and complete your request. In the end, the man is pushed to the wall where he cannot find peace with himself. Now, he has not shared his problems. You have added him another problem. He had problems before. He could not afford to buy you whatever you wanted to be bought. Perhaps it was your birthday and you had proposed to him that, you know what, I need, baby, this year, I need a car. And in his senses, he knows that if he opens up and he tells you that his brother is going to the university and he's the one who is going to sponsor or support his brother, you are going to mess up his day in the house because of not buying you a car on your birthday. What do you expect from such a man? The man starts to lose focus in the house. The man starts to lose feelings towards you. The house starts to become hot. His mind is not working. He is not patient. He is not at peace with himself. So we are having a generation where men can't speak their feelings. They have to hide it. And in fact, this generation tells you that a man can't cry. A man was born tough. A man has to be silent. A man has to work out things and fix everything and find out solutions for every kind of a problem. But you see, we are also vulnerable. Men are human just like you are. So some of the relationships that we find ourselves messing up and we find men treating us badly is not because of the bad character that are in the men that we are dating, but it is because the man has not found comfort, peace, trust, and what we call, how do I call it? The openness with you. You see, a good relationship is a relationship where people can joke, people can crack some jokes, people can play games. It's a relationship where people can fight. And I don't mean physical fight. I don't mean a fight that somebody is going to be injured. People can engage in a verbal word-to-word fight to find a solution. And after this fight, you sit down and you look each other in the eye and you say, you know what, baby, I think I was not getting you, but I now understand the point that you're bringing. You know what, baby, I don't believe in what you're telling me. I don't even still understand it, and I still believe that I am right, but that can't ruin our night. Let's toast and have a good night. We will start again tomorrow to see how a solution comes. You see, never be lied, and I always still say here, relationship that you are seeing that is working on social media is not working either. The people you see matching their clothes on social media, driving same car and going for picnics, their house is hot, but they have embraced the sense of cleaning everything privately in the house and coming outside the house without problems. So you are not seeing their problems, you are seeing their laughter. You are seeing their smiles. And that is how relationships are built. They are built with problems inwardly, and the things that you have to take to the public are the good side of your relationship. You don't have to wash your dirty linens in the public. So do not think that your man is not doing much more than he has to do just because you saw another man taking his wife to a mall to buy some dresses. Sometimes there are those women who are bought cars and are bought some beautiful presents and expensive gifts, But in reality, these women are giving money to their husbands overnight and telling them, go buy because, I want you to be a man enough. And that is what I taught here last week. I said that sometimes you've got to appreciate your man even when they are weak. Sometimes you are earning more than your husband. You're earning more than your boyfriend. You don't need to show people that you are the one taking care of him, because men have got ego. They have been empowered to be on the lead. So let them lead. Don't allow your husband, don't allow your boyfriend, don't allow your fiancé who is a man to die from inside because you have not given them the peace of telling you how they feel. You have not given them peace of being who they want to be. You see, give a man space to be the person he wants to be. Give a man space to express himself. Allow a man to cry in front of you. Do not see a man to be so naive and so small because he's crying in front of you. He is a human being. He has got feelings. He can feel pain. When you cut a hand or a skin of a man, what comes out is blood. You will never cut a man's skin and find paraffin or maybe petrol or diesel coming out. It's blood, just like yours. So allow men to be human. Allow men, give them space to feel themselves. Allow them to be easy with you. Give them the opportunity to tell you that they don't have money. Give your man the opportunity to ask you for money. Give your man the opportunity to ask you to support them. Giving them the chance, allowing them to have that comfort does not mean that you are going to give them money. But it allows them to express themselves to you fully. And you see, most of the people who just wake up and they've been left, the man has changed, or the man is cheating on them, the man is just nowhere to be found, is because of that. You don't give that space to let your man tell you what he feels. So the moment he is suffering from inside, he is planning some things and you don't know. By the time you're realizing, this man has planned and has decided to leave this relationship, to go and find comfort somewhere. Let me tell you the truth. Men do cry. And you see, women have not given men that opportunity to cry in front of them. So what most of the men do, when they have a problem, they run back to their mothers. I want you to understand this. Why would your husband run to his mother, sit down with his mother and explain to his mother all the problems that he has? But you are there as the wife. You want to ask yourself that question. Why would my husband run back to their home, to his mother, to express himself to his mother? Yet you are there and you are the wife. It is because as a wife, the man has realized that the moment he speaks and he tells you what he's going through, you are going to take advantage of it and use it against him later on. And that's what women do.